Hi there, Jonathan with you today on Friday the 5th of December, quarter to 2 in the afternoon. So yeah, I made some changes yesterday, made a bit of an error, which I'm going to tell you about in a moment, which is very annoying, and it sort of knocked me back slightly. And it's basically all to do with this getting out of the learning zone, because now I've pushed myself back into that learning phase that I spent so much effort trying to get out of. So let me tell you about what's happened there and what I'm doing next, and also a little bit about what I'm doing on the increasing the creative side of things. But first, what happened yesterday? Yesterday, usual roller coaster up and down, $668 in sales, and yesterday my ad spend was $399. Which is $5 to $18. So we actually came out with $140 profit yesterday. So yeah, just sort of scraping into that profit area. Still sort of a long way off. So today we're at 319. I say quarter to 2 in the afternoon. Anything could happen. But we'll wait and see. But I am back into wasting a bit of money. So let's talk about what I actually did. So as I said, what was that? Oh, that was yesterday. Areas that we're looking at, yeah, I'd said I created that cart abandon sequence. That's now in place, so that's all good. My next focus was trying to get this CPM down, and two ways of looking at doing that. One was expanding my targeting, and the second was increasing the number of creatives in the campaign. So that's what I did. I created a there's two ways I could have done this. So what I could have done is I could have just my existing ad set, I could have gone and changed the audience there, but I'm always wary of changing anything in a campaign that seems to be running and working. So what I did is I duplicated the ad set, and for a while just kept them both running. My thought was initially that there's enough data within the campaign, because it's all still in the same campaign, that actually it would still carry that active phase onto my new ad set. And the initial early indications were that actually it was having a positive impact. So this is a last 7-day view. My thought was that actually my CPM, dropped by about a third already. I seem to be absolutely on the right track. However, what I didn't realize is that actually that move in terms of an audience, I considerably expanded the audience in a couple of ways. Firstly, originally I was just US UK, so I went US, Canada, UK, Europe, Australia, New Zealand was one dynamic, and also I went male and female 50 plus. The problem is that that's quite a big actual change, and big sort of changes like that force the campaigns back into ads back into learning. So yeah, that's not great because it has been back into a little bit more of an unstable situation. But my thought is that actually I think hopefully it'll only be in that learning phase for a very short amount of time. So that's, we're just going to have to live with that and see what's happening, because if you see I put it in performance, here we go, because I turned the old one off because the new one seemed to be picking up momentum, and here we are back in the learning side of it, with only those 4 purchases, and actually cost per purchase is still very high. So I need that cost per purchase more to be around, probably half of that really. Maybe 15 to 20 pounds is the maximum really I want to be spending on that. So clearly we've got a way to go in terms of this funnel to get it working. So, but anyway, I made that change now, and the thing is that audience is now set for the long term. I shouldn't need to change that targeting, so I've removed all targeting of it. Originally I did have this focused with an audience interest in guitar. I've removed that as well, and so that's going to make a big change. So there's literally no targeting on this. It's just geography an age demographic. And that's it. So it is going to take a little bit of while for the system to catch up with that. So in the meantime, I've done all I can on that side. I'll just have to spend a bit of money for it to zero back in on this new, much sort of bigger audience. So one thing I can do was expand on the creative side. So I've now got 2 new videos in here. So now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 creatives in this one campaign, varying. We've got a couple of videos. I put these up yesterday, and I'll talk to you about those in a second. We've got 2 sort of new videos here. There's 1 carousel, 2 carousels. These basically carousels are the same in terms of content. It's just a question of which do they lead off with. This is a carousel that leads off with a video and then goes into static image. This is one that actually is all static image. No idea whether it'll make a difference or not. This is a 1-minute video. This is a 15-second video. Static pack shot and static shots of Andy. So good bit of diversity in there. So I just want to talk to you a bit about the new videos. So this is going to be part of a series that I'm looking at doing, which, as I say, this is really all about positioning me as somebody who's literally just beyond almost the beginner level. So hopefully stuff that I'm going to talk about is going to be more relatable. So what these are short videos that just highlight one particular issue that maybe beginner guitarists have. Well, I know that beginner guitarists have, and just one thing that I've really learnt. And the whole idea is I'm just positioning myself as just being a little bit more advanced than the beginner is, so can really relate to the issues. So I shot a series. I think I shot about 7 or 8 of these videos yesterday, and this one talks literally about sore fingers, and a little bit about shares a little tip that I've sort of used. And then introduces the course, your first song. So trying to, connect with people on some of their immediate things that they might be going through right now. So we'll see how these go. I'm going to upload probably all of them into the campaign over the next couple of days. And then obviously they'll run, and we'll see whether they're working and resonating. I only put this up yesterday, sort of last night. Obviously, you can see we've got 3 little likes there. That's good. So the more we can get, potentially like some social proof on there. If we can get some comments coming on there, that would be good as well. People sharing their experiences. If we can make ads that generally are more engaging, it's going to work. And actually, if we look at the numbers, let's change here. Let's have a look. Say less than 24 hours. These videos, I mean, they're all getting good click-through engagement rates. These are my new. That's my new one there. But all these videos are getting good, strong engagement rates there, good click-through rates. So if we're in a situation where we can start to get this CPM down, our cost per landing page view could be seriously much less. Actually, I just meant to get that into just yesterday, wasn't I? That's what I was looking at. So that's what I was saying. So anyway, these are generally all looking promising so far in terms of engaging that audience. And so we'll just be, adding to this ad set, and also adding, checking in on the data as we go day by day. So anyway, that's us for Friday. Bit of a mistake, but unavoidable if I wanted to push into a bigger, broader audience. So we're battling to get back out of that learning phase, but hopefully we'll get on the right track over the next few days, because I say I want to be in a good strong position, certainly latter part of December and then really into January as well. So yeah, fingers crossed for the day, and keep us in profit. That would really be very handy. Anyway, that's all for today. I'll catch up with you again tomorrow. Bye for now.